Okay. This is a little tricky to tell, so I'll just put it out there. It's kind of a, you'll see. So Maynard, we're out on the road, and let's say it's Friday. I don't know why that sticks in my head. Probably wasn't, and I don't know where we were. But they get a phone call. Maynard's son passes, and Maynard leaves. Now we don't see him. We find out from Ed. He comes in. He goes, "Look, guys, you look. Maynard's son passed away. Maynard's got to go home." It's like Friday night. We finished a gig, I think. So now we happen to have 2 days off. Let's say it's Saturday and Sunday, and then Monday we have another gig, and then we have like 6 more weeks left of the tour. So we don't know what's going to happen. We don't know if it's over. We don't know if things will be canceled. We don't know if he's not coming back. There's no plan for this. There's no, who knows what's going to happen. Can't even fathom how he felt. So Saturday goes by, and we're all just, anybody know anything? It makes the news, right? It's on the news. People know about it, so it's not like a private thing. Unfortunately, it was blown all over the news. And then Sunday comes, and Ed comes around and says, "Look, Maynard went home. They do this, cremation ceremony, and then Maynard's going to come back on Monday and do the gig on Monday, not miss any gigs." I'm like, "Whoa, okay, all right." We're just waiting for anything, any kind of, It's sad. It's a sad, sad time. So Monday comes, about 4 o'clock, we get packed up, we start moving the stuff over. We're playing a gym. It's a high school, we're playing a gym. And one of those gyms where they pull the bleachers out and, chuk, 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 and everybody sits in the bleachers. And it's a nightmare for sound. I mean, it's like playing in a gym, Playing in a gym it doesn't matter if you're a sound man, the stuff's bouncing all over the place, you can't control it. Anyway, that's how we were playing. And I remember the way the band set up. We were facing the people, and the place is set up like a shoebox, and we're playing to the long, like we're set up in the long way, and we're playing to the wall. And in the corner, you can see the door that's open towards the parking lot, where when Maynard comes, he's going to come through that door. So when we're standing looking at the people, we could kind of see the door. And this is before cell phones and the internet and all that. So it gets to be about. We're set up. We do a little sound check. 6 o'clock. The gig's at 8. It gets to be around 7, about 7:15. We don't hear anything. We're all looking at each other. What do you think? What's going to happen? We don't know. And so we line. Then it gets to be about 7:30. Then it's like 20 of 8. And Ed says the plane landed. And about if I remember, Ed said the plane landed. It's 7:45. The guy who called, or whoever was driving the car, said, "Look, it's 20 minutes from the airport to the place, to where we're having the gig, to the school, because I'll be there at 12. So we're like, all right. I mean, look, it's okay if we start a little late. So a lot of things. Boy, your head goes through a lot of things when stuff like this happens. Right now we're just into this receptive mode of just watching what's happening. You can't sort any of it out. You're just in it, So it gets to be about 10 of, and like I said, it's before cell phones. So Ed tells us to start playing like Blue Birdland, which is our theme song, bop, boo, da. And it's blues, it's G blues. So we can open it up and guys can play. We can stretch it out for a while. And then when we know Maynard's coming, we can hit the tune, and then it's... So we're watching Ed. Ed's over in the corner. Ed says like 5 minutes. He's like 3 minutes, and then you see, only the band could see from the door. You saw the headlights come up from, you see through the door, and you're looking another couple hundred yards, and you see these headlights coming, and it's Maynard, and the people are all there. They all know, they've seen it on the news. And we're, bop, and then as soon as Maynard comes out, we see him in the door, and we hit a bop, boo, da, because we could repeat that section forever until he's ready, but we know he's there. So he comes out. So here, he finds out on Friday his son passes, goes home, comes back. He's not even late for the gig. Anyway, so he comes in. We're playing bop, boo. I was wearing sunglasses. The place is they're all on their feet. because they all know what this is. They all know we're in it with the crowd. You know, we all feel bad for him. We're all watching him. We all want to make sure he's okay. And we don't. You know, he didn't say anything. We're playing. He comes walking in like it's a normal gig, but it's not a normal gig. And Maynard comes in. He's got these dark glasses on, and he comes in, and you know, we hit the and he plays, and he does his thing. And you know, and it's okay. We're watching it. We don't know. And the next tune is Night in Tunisia. So we play Night in Tunisia, and he's playing it. Okay, and it gets to his solo. All right, it gets to his solo, and it's, I don't know what it was. It was unbelievable. It was, I've never heard him play like that. I never heard trumpet do that. It was, and the guys will tell you, the guys who were on that gig, it was so off the charts. I mean, there's Maynard. There's Maynard when he's, you know, maybe he might be a little off, you know, chop-wise. Then there's Maynard, you know, when he's just always great. And then he's Maynard when he's that unbelievable thing that, you know, like when you listen to that Ed Sullivan clip when he played that Maynard Ferguson thing, and it's just, you know, holy cow. And then there's this, which I only heard once. It was Maynard grieving. And man, he played some stuff. He was working it out through the horn. It was wrong. It was so unbelievable. I didn't know what I was listening to. The guys were all looking at each other. And Maynard likes to play up high, operatic, you know, that whole opera type approach. But this wasn't that. This was, I'd never heard him do it. It was like, he was like going after it. And we were like, holy cow, we thought something was going to happen. We didn't know he was going to survive the solo. We were like, oh my God. And the guys like missed the backgrounds. we're all supposed to come in. We're all like, oh my God, what's going on? And he played the solo. It was off the hook. It was, I never heard it. Never heard anything like it, ever. And not since. And I don't mean just high. He was purging. He was grieving. Maynard Ferguson grieving. And, you know, it was truly unbelievable in the truest sense of what unbelievable means. And, you know, somebody taped it. Somebody has a tape of it. And I don't know. I don't want to hear it. I don't ever want to hear it again. The guys played it one time on the bus, and some of us said, just turn it off. Turn it off. It's just, it's not, it's a man with his heart opened up, but Maynard, and putting it through the trumpet, was off the hook. And then the rest of the night it was a little more calm. It wasn't that way all night long. It was just that first time he got a chance to really unload. Holy smokes. It was, I mean, I've heard nothing like it. Nothing. None of the guys did either. I mean, it's just, anyway. So he finishes playing. We finished Tunisia. And the guys are just like, ugh, you know, half the guys missed parts, and we didn't know what was going on. And he turned around to us and he said, it's all right, guys. Everything's okay. That's all he said. And then we did the rest of the gig. And it was a little more normal. It was normal. And then afterwards, he got on the bus, and he talked very openly about it, like his son, and like what the ceremony was and how everything was. You know, I'm not going to throw out too many details about things, but it was worth saying this thing, because as I get older and I look back, I'm thinking, there's so much in that. There's so much packed in that story. There's so much. There's commitment to the gig, making sure you're on time. Oh my God, when you have somebody show up, oh, I was late, you know, I got up late. What are you, nuts? You got up late. You know what people do in this world? Do they really play? Then there was the playing and putting it out musically, you know, that thing. Whew! But anyway, that was one solo that I never want to hear again, ever. But it was something. It was something. Weiss was on it, man. It messed us up. But anyway, he recovered. Well, you don't recover. You learn how to move forward with that. But he was very into being open, and he talked very openly about it, and it helped. So anyway, it was something.